that are out there. Dirk from Ohio Steam and Steel. How you doing, buddy? Curly Express. Yeah, I'm sure you're probably tired. Corey, hello, Corey. What's going on? Look, I don't expect to have too many people up tonight. So I thought, well, since I had the time, I'll just go ahead and go live while I'm working on some stuff. So if anybody can hear me, just give me the thumbs up and everything's good. That would be nice. All right. Okay, so let me change camera settings. Okay, thank you, Dirk. All right. So let me change camera settings, and then that way we can see exactly what I'm working on. All right. So as you can see, hey, John Banicki, hello and good evening. Like I was telling Mystic, hey, buddy, what's going on? As I was telling everybody, I would just decided to go up live and just kind of just show what I've been working on. And I don't expect like a lot of people because most of everybody's on the East Coast. Um, so anyway, so let me start off by saying this right here. I started building about a week ago. It's um, it's like a little shadow box that you can this right here will get inserted through the back, if you can kind of see. So what I do is I open up the back and unscrew the back, and I will set this in, and then you can display whatever it is that you want to display. So, hey, Syracuse Rail Productions, good evening. Okay, yeah. So, I was working on a little bit this last night on Artie's Aussie America model railroad stream, and while everybody was just talking, I was just working away. So I thought, well, what the heck? I'll just go up live. I got a little time. So yeah. So like I said, this is able to hold a cup here. Let me put it up closer. So this is able to hold like a couple locomotives. Your special locomotives or whatever you want to do. You can set it. You can set it on your desk or however you would like to display it. You can bolt it to the wall, whatever you want to do. But um, I just brought a couple locomotives from home. So basically, and this is powered. I have wires right here. So when it goes into the box, if you want to, and you want to undo the glass to it, so you just push the glass open, and you can listen to the locomotive. But kind of like that's kind of like what it is. I don't know if you can kind of see, but and it'll just be inserted into the box. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Okay, so in any case, this was kind of like a brainstorm of mine, kind of like well, kind of like my Lazy Susan build that I did, which was kind of unique. Thank you, John. Um, so it's just one of those things where I thought, oh, that's be a kind of cool little build, and then thank you, John. Yeah, I didn't think everyone would be up at this time of night. Yeah, exactly. Um, but I appreciate anybody who's in here. Um, well, thank you, Syracuse. Much appreciated. So, like I said, I don't expect it to have many people in, and I appreciate whoever is in here. And if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. So I'm going to take these off real quick. I definitely like the Miss Katie. That really is a really cool locomotive. So so if any of you haven't seen how I actually constructed this, what did I do with it? I lost it. Okay, so actually, how I did the hey Edward, how you doing? I actually constructed this with this, and it's just like my mountains that I had done. Um, this is just done with grout. I got this at Home Depot, and it's the haystack. It's your ready to use a grout, and all I was doing was just kind of laying it in there. And I decided to put a dirt road in there. Yes, it's all one color. Um, it's all one color, but that's okay because when this is all done and dried, you can paint it up any way you really want to. So I kind of completed that. So I do now. I did do the smart thing. Um, I did poke holes for crossings. Actually, I have some really nice crossings that I ordered from on eBay, and so there's your posted railroad signs. This is just a dirt road, so it's not a big deal. Let me see, what is everybody saying? Is grout easier to work with for model railroading than plaster or Paris? Um, okay, this is the I've been using the Dirk. I've been using the grout to make my mountains with. It's a little more expensive way to use it, but the colors, you start off with a nice base color, and you can leave it that color for a long time if you want. Don't really have to do anything. But as far as fine detail, your plaster of Paris is way better as far as if you're gonna be doing some etching and in your rock cliffs like my home layout, because this is my office layout, completely different. But for like ground cover and stuff like that, I mean, it's simple to use. It really is simple. As a matter of fact, Trackside Mike said he had went to Home Depot and got some of the stuff because he saw how I was applying it, and he saw how it was all working out, and it looks really good. Hey, Crooked River and Eastern Dave, how's it going, buddy? So yeah, so I encourage. Look, there is no one way to do one thing. There isn't one way. There's so many different ways of doing things, and I always try to find something that's unique and different. But like tonight, I added some like little hills and stuff like that to it to make it interesting, and it's gonna look fabulous when I actually insert it in there. It's gonna look fantastic. So I'm really excited to get this kind of finished. And let me just say, this is endless because it wasn't built inside the box. This is just an insert. So you can pull this in and out, and you can make all kinds of different settings, sceneries. And actually, somebody in the stream the other day says, "Hey, that's a great um, what kind of track? Programming track." Well, actually, today I used it as a programming track. I did. I set the locomotive on the track, and I programmed the locomotive right on the track, right on this, because, like I said, it is wired, and I'll turn it around so you can see. So it is wired. and that will go out to the back of the box. And that way, if you want, you can put power to it, which is kind of cool. I made this box long enough so it will hold a big boy. I don't own a big boy, but who knows? One day I might. Thank you, Dave. So yeah, so like again, it's really easy to apply. And like I said, once it starts to harden, you can go in and you can kind of like this is already kind of hardened. So I thought tonight while I'm at it, okay, so I am going to attempt to start ballasting. So what this is like your old Dave. You need a mini crooked Dave standing there rail fanning. Yeah, you're probably right. That's funny. Um, but yeah, so this is like your old spice container. It's glass, and what this is it actually a lot of them have they have a bunch of holes in them. So in order to control where I want the ballast, um, I just masked off the rest of it. This is fine. This is actually this is what I use right there. This is the fine ballast. Yes, John, it would be a fine touch, absolutely, and that's what I'm saying. This is never it's a never ending thing. You can always add something to it, and that's the really neat thing about it. Um, I did make these. I did have these post crossing. I did have the crossing bucks, but I'm not going to use these. I found some really cool ones on eBay, and as soon as I get them, I'll show them and I'll put the link in. But anyways, yeah. So now that I think it's pretty dry on the other side, so basically, usually what I do is I take this and so I'm gonna when I'm ready to ballast like I am right now. So what I do is I just give it a little bit of finger movement and it places it right where I want it. It's not too much. It's not and I'll usually do the inside first and then I'll come to the sides and do the sides. Now, the probably smartest thing I probably should have done is probably paint this up a little bit, but I can still dust it if I really wanted to, and I'll probably use chalks to do that with. So as you're seeing, I don't know, you're not you may not be able to see very well, but um, very little is coming out of here, and that's how I want it. I know a lot of people they'll put a lot of on there, but I don't want it all over the place. Yes, absolutely. Yes, John, absolutely. Will be easy to change if you want to. And like I said, this insert, it is an insert, and it's not going to be glued in there. I could take it out anytime I want. And like I said, this could be a never-ending build for a lot of people if you really wanted to change the scenery. Um, you could do anything you want. But that's why I have a backdrop in there because the backdrop, I mean, the backdrops are everything. I'm just come to find out because I finally did my first backdrops, and what a difference that had made. So as I'm doing this, and really believe it or not, I mean this isn't taking me much time to gravel up. And I'm not one of your people who love to ballast, but when it comes time to ballast, I don't fret about it really much because it's super easy to ballast because I'm not using an awful lot and I'm not getting it all over the place. Can you change the backdrop easily? Well, okay, that's a good question. If you want to change the backdrop easily, look, this is your Home Depot, the widest part that you can get. I think they're like 5.5 inches, and that's what I left it at. I think it's like 5.5 inches. So the back, you can change the backdrop too. You just have to buy another board and then slap it on there. But yeah, absolutely, you can change any part of this. The neat thing about this is when I finished the box, I finished it and it was just a box. And I thought to myself, there's something missing with this thing. So I go, I know what it is. I need to put it on a stand. So I took a 4-inch hole saw. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it very well, but I don't know, you could probably see the circle in the middle. So I took a 4-inch hole saw and I cut it into the board, and then I just cut around the hole, and then I just created a kind of a different look to it, and I just curved them out a little bit to give them a little bit of different look. And the glass, now the glass, it slides open. And if you can see it right here, it comes out. There's a slit in the side here. Okay, so that part's open so the glass can come out. And I only did it one direction. So, but the glass, what's the shadow box itself? Here, let me see. What is Edward saying? What is the shadow box itself at Derail Daryl? Like, what do you mean? The wood? If it's the wood, it's just regular pine wood. It's their nicer wood. It's in the section where they're already cut. They're cut like in, I don't know, 3 foot lengths. And then for the trim, it's I believe it's like 1/4 inch for the trim. So yeah, it's just regular pine. I mean, you can get a board and cut it up however you want. But it's just it's a very simple build. It's just it's just a rectangular wood box with a back on it. I slapped on a backdrop, and then I painted, and then I had to try to match. I came close to matching because I didn't think using the backdrop going all the way around was going to work. So yeah, so I ended up just painting that blue. But with this length, how long? Let me see how long this thing is. I think, of course, I can't find my tape measure. Where did that go? Crooked River Dave likes to take my tools. That damn Dave. I got a nice big toolbox in here. Do you think I could find a tape measure? No. Let's see here. What's Dave saying? I like the idea. Okay, so Dirk says, I like the idea for ballasting. My ballasting has been absolute disaster. Look, I hear you, Dirk. I'm telling you, my friend, I've learned the hard way. I mean, look, I'm really particular about how I lay the ballast on the sleepers or on the wood, because in real life you don't see you're not seeing rocks on the sleepers and everything like that. So through trial and error, I came up with this, and actually, it was my lovely wife who actually gave me this and said to try this with the holes. I just perfected it and took it from, well, I took it from 5 holes down to 1. But I'm telling you, let me see if I can change camera directions, and let me see if you guys can see. Um, Let me take that comment out. So let me see if you can see that a little bit better. Yeah, maybe a little bit better, but not much. Hey, Carolina Foothills, how you doing? I want to do the backdrop on rollers so it can move. You know, somebody else had said that. I don't know if that was you, but that would be kind of cool too. I mean, the possibilities with this is just endless. Let me see here. Edwards says, so you made the box. It looks manufactured product. Oh, thank you. Um, well, I was a woodworker in my previous life, I guess. No, I did woodworking all through my high school year, so I'm not bad. I don't have the professional equipment. I have the simple, basic equipment like everybody else probably would have, but it came out pretty good. But I think really what it is the color of the box, the color of the sky, and the backdrop just really do make it. So let me see here. It says, Ohio Steam, I just threw one of those shakers in the trash today. I'm about to go rooting through the garbage to get it back. Turk, you're funny. You know what? Let me change camera settings real quick and let me see if I can show you guys how I use it. Actually on my mountain range. Let me see here. Okay, well, you're not going to really see it there. I'm waiting for, let's try this one. Okay, so there's a better, well, it's not a better view, but let me take that comment out. Let me go back to the other one and I can turn the camera around so you guys maybe be able to see it a little bit better. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera around. Hopefully we'll be able to see a little bit better, but yeah. Sorry guys. I'm just trying to get you a better view here. But how let me go in. That's a little bit better. You know what the problem is? The lighting on here is so. Here, let me take this off. Yeah, the lighting on here is so bright. Okay, you guys, sorry, you guys are gonna get dizzy. So if this gives you a little bit better idea on the grout system that I use. Yeah, the problem is the lights are so bright for these cameras. So this is all grout. It's foam and grout. That's how I do it. Now I'm going to turn the camera around this way. Okay, so I haven't done this one yet. Here, let me. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to work this. Okay, so there you go right there. So there is a mountain right there that has been foamed. Okay, so the next part, I kind of shaped it how I want it to look. And the next thing I'm going to do is throw grout on it. And you got a basic instant mountain. So, so that's how I did. That's how I did all this. And that's kind of basically how I did my home layout, kind of like the same way. So let me see if I can hook this back up so it's not so. Sorry, guys. Anyways, so that's kind of a different view. Okay, what did I miss? Can foam? Yeah. Yeah, your basic here I'll show you what I use. Let me change camera settings. So yeah, just your basic great stuff. You can get it HD, Lowe's, any one of those. Yeah, I know, Edward. Like I said, well, with this, I'm waiting for a and actually a tripod. I got a tripod with wheels so I can move around in my office. My main layout, I just really can't do it. There's really not that much room in the main layout. But yeah, I use this stuff and I let it harden and I let it do its thing and then I kind of shape it the way I want it. And then I go ahead and throw grout on it. And I might even do that one night late live. I might save that for my live and I might do that the next week or two. But yeah, I mean it's pretty simple stuff. And like I said, I like sharing with it. It doesn't mean this is the way you should do it. It's just it's just really simple. And then when I'm done, when I'm done with the I just rub my hand through it and that way there's not that much gravel and it's ready to go. I'm ready to glue it in there. And if I want to go through it more, I can. I can put more if I want. Um, Let me see. Very cool, Daryl. I'm saying that it's time. It is time for to take the dogs and go to bed. Good night, everybody. Okay, yeah, thank you, Dirk from Ohio Steam and Still. Appreciate you coming in. So yeah, so this is it's pretty basic stuff. But with the grout I can create just basic little hills and little mountains and little carvings. With plaster of paris you can get a lot better definition than the grout is just kind of like a base. And I'm telling you, it when it hardens it's pretty hard. There's no two ways about it. So and of course, when I do this, I try to get high enough above where I can see from all corners. And I just let it fall where it's going to fall. Now, I know I'm not too sure if this is like you would call like a main line or anything like that. I mean, this could just be a line that's used every once in a while, and you can make it kind of grassy and grass in the tracks and everything like that. But I kind of like my ballast clean, so I'm going to make sure it's clean. It's off the sleepers. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it's pretty easy. And just go back over it with your fingers and now before I'm ready to glue it, I will go through it and I will um, uh, a nice little diorama to practice on. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can say this is a nice thing. Yeah, I mean, you can even, I mean, you can even do it like this. But um, I think once I get all the once I get the ballast done and once I get the ballast glued in there, I mean, then the decorating comes in, which is, decorating with the bushes and everything else. But I mean, I know a lot of people do not like the ballast. I'm one of them. I will always raise my hand. I will definitely not a ballast person, but like I said, with this little opening, I really can control where I put the ballast, and it's not going all over the place. Now I am getting it here, and I'm getting it on the sides because it does bounce off, but that's okay because I will come in through and I will gravel it from that side, so I'm not really worried about it jumping all over the place. But what's nice about seeing I can see where I'm missing the ballast, and that's it. The side's done. DONE. And I just run over it with my fingers, and then I get in there, and then I'll tap it, and then it's ready to be glued. So I kind of tap it like everybody else does. I'll tap it. I just think it's one of those old school things that everybody does. I've seen people do, and I just go in there and I just kind of tap it a little bit, and then that's it. That's done. And it's got enough. It's got enough ballast in it. So um, now, as far as gluing, everybody's got their own way of gluing. I've got my own way of gluing. I wasn't set up to glue tonight, but that's it. She looks good. That looks really nice. I don't know if the camera. See that's the problem. The camera's not picking up. Let me see here. Done, done, done. I really like that track is removable, so I can change it up, may swap it out for Christmas or Halloween, etc. Oh, exactly, exactly. And that's the nice thing about it is and the thing about this is you can take it anywhere. I mean, you can put a handle on it and you can take it with you and set it up, and you can even take it at a show and just show what you're doing and just show the shadow box. I think it makes it kind of nice that I put wires on it because you can actually hook up DC or DC to it and go for it. So when it comes to gluing, um, I don't know if I have. So when it comes to gluing, okay, so this is kind of how I glue. Not kind of how I glue. It is how I glue. So this is what I use. Full strength. I used to mix my own until I discovered just I seen somebody else using it and they just used it full strength. And ever since I seen somebody else, it is a little bit more expensive. So generally what I'll do is I'll take it and I'll put it in something like this. And um, and I'll do that. But there actually is another way that I usually do this. And a lot of people are probably not keen of that, but so I'm gonna pour a little glue in here. So this is full strength. I just shook it up. It's your scenic cement. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll come in here and I'll take the alcohol bottle and I'll just spray. I'll really spray the heck out of it. And then I'll just take the bottle and now I usually pour it inside the track first and let it disperse outside. So that way it's nice and wet on the outside. And again, it's in a nice controlled, it's nicely controlled. And that's it. She's nice and glued in. There you have it. That's what I like to call done. Now, when it starts to set up a little bit, and you obviously know when it's setting up because it's starting to dry, I'll go in with a fine tooth and comb and I'll try to remove some of the rocks that did fly up on the sleepers. Hey, Derek Alexander, how you doing, buddy? Let me see here. What is Derek up to? Derail Daryl Keller suggested making the back scenery scrollable so that it could be moved from a roller to. Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea. I really do. That would be really cool to see somebody come up with that. I mean, like I said, my Lazy Susan build was really different. I'd never seen anybody do a Lazy Susan build like that. I have it up in my up on my mechanic chest, and it's displayed very well. And so there you go. So even just the way this looks, just the way I'm seeing it, it looks like it's ready enough just to put in there and be done. Now, let me see here. Now I can already see where some of the rocks have ended up on the sleeper. So I will come in and I will. Like I said, I'll come in there with a fine tooth and comb and go in there and just kind of remove some of the sleepers because this stuff is pretty fine. But even when this is dried, you can still you can still take them off. Now I think I can add a little bit more gravel in here, especially when it hits the dirt road, but maybe not. I think this all looks pretty good, really. Not really much not much gravel came up on it. So what kind of alcohol are you using? Here, Edward, I'll show you. It's definitely not the alcohol you drink. This is just this is not 91%. You can use 70%. I use 70%, but now I usually will. Okay, I see a lot of guys who use the spray bottles. Now, I could use this full strength, put it in here, and get a fine mist out of it all day long. Okay, it's not because this is a fine mist sprayer, but the trick to getting it to spray fine. So when I put the glue in here, when I'm doing huge areas, I put the glue in here. I take the top of the sprayer off. I will set this in just pretend this is the alcohol as glue. I will take this and put it in the microwave for like 5, 6, 7 seconds to warm up the scenic glue. Then I'll take it out. I'll screw this back on, and immediately I'll start spraying a huge area of the scenic right out of the sprayer, and it's a fine mist. You'll know when you can't do it anymore because you start seeing blotches come out. So when that happens, I go back, take the top off, shake up the scenic glue, put it back in the microwave for like about 5 or 6 seconds. And trust me, guys, my wife caught me doing that one day. She about exploded on me. She goes, "What is that?" And I go, "Glue." Oh man, she came unglued on me. But you can get a very fine mist with the scenic cement, like I said, out of these fine sprayers. These fine sprayers I got at Hobby Lobby. That's where I get these fine spray bottles, Hobby Lobby. And all you have to do, doesn't matter if you're mixing up your own glue. I'm just tired of mixing up my own glue because somewhere down the long line, you know when you didn't get enough glue because you'll see it buckle. And there's even parts on my layout that are older that I did not use this full strength scenic cement and I didn't get it in there enough. It buckled. So, but I didn't use that method in this because I got computer, I've got glass on my box, and I don't want it all over the place. The alcohol is not a big deal. So I see there was a few questions. What kind of alcohol? Okay, we got that one. Lazy Susan build. Yeah, Edward. You know, I don't know if I could bring it over. Let me see if I can bring it over. Okay, so this was my Lazy Susan build. Now, obviously, if I set it down flat, well, here, while I'm at it, let's see. I got 14 people watching, only a few chatting, and that is fine. So while I'm at it, I'll go ahead and take this off real quick, and I'll set this down, and I'll bring up the Lazy Susan. So this is what I call the Lazy Susan build. Let me take the comment down. So what's nice about the Lazy Susan build, I built it for AJ Weathering because he weathered up a bunch of my cars and I wanted to display everything on a live stream very nicely. So this is how I did it. I built a Lazy Susan so you can turn it around and you can view from all sides. Hey, Randall, what's going on? So there you go. That's a Lazy Susan build. Kind of cool. I think that we should do a Lazy Susan build. That's what I think. I think that would be a great idea. You can get the Lazy Susans anywhere. I got these at IKEA. They're pretty cheap, and yeah, that's a Lazy Susan. And I think I did this all in a matter of maybe hour and a half. But I really think that this right here has a really good potential to it as far as what you can and what you can do with it. It's not what you can't do; it's what you can do with it. And so right now, I'm just picking up the excess glue, and that's it. Yeah, it looks good. Looks real good. So let's see. We're about 48 minutes into the live stream. So I think what I'm gonna do is um, so I think what I'm gonna do is if you give me just a minute, I'm gonna unscrew the back. I'm gonna set this in there, and then we'll see what it all looks like. Just the way it is. As a matter of fact, before I go off and do that, now this is your basic Home Depot 220 grit soft foam pad. Okay. Oh, let me see. Dave from Carolina. I got my Lazy Susan ready to get built. All right, cool. I think we should do something like that. Derek says, "Derail Daryl, I think you should make a Lazy Susan for everyone in chat." Left. You know what? I can't, Derek. I can't find the poop emoji. So this is a 20 grit. I pick up. You can pick it up at any of the home stores. If and when I do clean my track, this is what I use. So when I'm ready to clean the track, and actually I'm going to spray some alcohol on this, because I'm going to set the locomotives on it. So this is what I use to clean the track with. And of course, that's a whole different discussion. I don't ever clean my track. It is like once in a blue moon that I clean my track. So that's it. So now that's ready. So if you give me just a second, I will unscrew the back and I will insert this. Well, maybe I can do it here. That way you can all see me do it. And then I can hook up the wires. All right. All right. I never leave home without it. I always carry it with me. You never know when I'm going to need it. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. God, I wish I could have some music on while I was doing this. That sure would be nice. Okay, this one's way in the hell over here. All right, so that's basic principle stuff. Okay, so that's now okay. I gotta undo the light. Sorry, that's just how it rolls. Okay, so there's that part. So let's take this and insert it in there. Okay, so there is that one. Okay, that goes in. Dun, 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 All right, there's that. All right, let me put the lights in here. All right, let's move this stuff out of the way. Edward. I just saw that, Edward. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I think you should make a lazy Susan for everyone in chat. Oh, we read that one. Then there's Edwards. Thank you, buddy. Oh man, that's funny. Okay, so I just slide the glass door open, and voila, I can get to the front of it. And while I'm at it, now, mind you, I thought about everything. I really did, and sometimes you still forget things. But I wanted to make sure that I was able to get my hands in there after it was all done and built, and actually put a locomotive in there. So that was an achievement in itself. So there's the Miss Katie. Really like that unit. Now I really built this for my NS heritage units. Um, Now, mind you, you can't see. Now, mind you, you can't see the other cross, but we all know it's there. So there you go. So there you have it. Um, I think that looks fantastic. Yeah, no, I mean you could put whatever in there you want. I mean, I think a steam locomotive would look beautiful too as well. And like I said, it does have I can hook. So let me just hook these up real quick. Now I should have got alligator clips for this. Ah. So this is local. This is CV. This is actually CV. This is actually CV 88. And there you go. Night, Syracuse. So basically, there you have it. I mean, and I'm not even done with everything yet, but just by what I'm seeing, just looks absolutely fantastic. It really does. It's really more than I even expected. Now the glass is open, so you can't really hear the locomotive when it's in there, but that's the reason why I left it so you can. I mean, you can build it without without the glass. Now the other cool thing with this is was this particular one had a had a lightning effect to it. And there you go. Very nice effects you can do with the LED lighting. Yeah, I think you can do that with all the LED lighting. I think it is pretty cool. And like I said, the possibilities with something like this are just absolutely yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. So Daryl has two layouts and a shadow box with the special effects that are better than any layout I've had. Well, thank you, Derek. So I really I'm really pleased with even what I've done. It was kind of beyond my wildest dreams what I could do, and everything that I've done in here basically is completely it's different. It's not. I mean, the way I do the texture and the road bed and everything. It's just everything I do is different. And like I said, there's not one way of doing anything. It's just I like to share what I've learned over the years to make it easier for everybody else. Now, these are your old Ather and Genesis. These are old. These are when they first came out with these. I don't know when they came out with them. I don't remember, but um, the only thing different I did was on the UP 1988, the Katie. I had changed the front headlights out to LEDs. The rest of the units that I have are all none of them have been touched. They just been consisted in a CV19. And for any of you who don't know what a consist in a CV19 is this is the way I consist all my locomotives in a CV19. And so basically what that is um, look, I mean, you know, your NCE has a consist button on it. It's the easiest way to do it. But I could take 1999, hit hit CV19 and 1988, and hit CV19 and hit zero, and it'll go exactly right back to 1988, like it was never consisted. Same thing with UP 1996. The reason why it's number 88 is because I already have a consist at number 19, so I used 88 as the consist number. So yeah, very pleased with how it's come out. Reynolds said I had Reynolds says I had to guess it was 2010 or 2011. Yeah, I'm not sure, Randall, but I bought these when they first came out when Ather. They're beautiful locomotives. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ather and Genesis did a great job. And look, they still run. And I've run these on my main layout and they run fabulous. Absolutely Hands down, fabulous. They're supposed to be the X Tower 55 tooling. I don't know what that is. He can do the rain, Derek. He could pick the glass and do the effects between the glass. Yeah, well, there you go. You could do that too. You can do that too. But anyways, well, there you go. I mean, I could pull the rest of it out and do it, but I think that's it for tonight. I decided it went very well tonight. Look, everybody, I want to, if anybody has any questions or they have any questions before I say goodnight, please put them in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Um, Especially if anybody's just watching, they just want to put a question in there and just ask. Be more than happy to oblige. I want to try one thing. Okay, I had forgotten. I had forgotten how to put a link in the chat or put a link in the. And I don't know if I can still do. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't remember how to do it. That was one of the things I wanted to try tonight to see if I could put up a link if somebody wanted to join. Thank you, Dave from Carolina Foothills. Thank you very, very much. I don't know. Can I do it from my? I don't know. Can I do it from my phone? No, that's not the StreamYard link. You know what, Edward? Let me find my. You know what? For the life of me, I have a tape measure. I have several of them, but for the life of me, because I'm. Oh, here we go. Here's one. Okay, so you're gonna see it. Actually, this is. This is actually 29 inches long. It's 29 inches long by about 8 inches tall, and it's about well, actually, it's 5.5 inches deep. Now I cut the insert off maybe about an inch, which I don't know why I did that, but maybe because I wanted it to look like a 3D, like it. Well, here I'll show you. When I'm seeing it kind of like the road just kind of drops off, and then you're not seeing anything else. So I wanted to kind of give it a 3D effect, and that's kind of like why I put the palm trees in for a forefront, because you've got the backdrop. There's a forefront. You've got little hillies there. So it was just kind of a forethought. So, but I really, 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 really forgot how to put in a link. And why I'm doing this, why I'm still up live, I don't know if I could. Um, me see. Yeah, see, and I'm forgetting how to do all this. Okay, Randall Elsons, you should be able to, Daryl, just go to the invite guest and hit copy link. Oh, okay. Let me try that. Oh, okay, copy. Problem is where do I put it? Okay, I copy the link. Okay, let me try invite again. Copy messenger. Nope, that's not it. No, that didn't work. I should be able to press invite, but there was another way that was done, and somehow they changed it, and it was the easiest thing to do. And for some reason, I can't do it no more. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. So there used to be a copy and paste right. What do you mean? That might be the same size as programming track. Oh, without the height. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm here. I just okay, so you go to invite. That no, that wasn't it. You go to invite guest, copy the link, and then post in chat. Okay, I did do that. Okay, so I went and I pushed copied. And then I came down here and it's not doing it. It's not in my oops, wrong button. Yeah. No, I think this is yeah, and it was the easiest thing I could do, and I just see, and I'm bringing up the page, and there used to be a copy and paste, and I used to be able to copy and paste it, but then that copy and paste isn't there no more, and I don't know why. It's just not there no more. So I thought while I was up here, maybe I could practice because the only way you can do it is when you're live. Okay, so I went up there, I copied that, and then send to your devices. I don't know what that means. Okay, paste in YouTube chat. That's the problem. I'm not even seeing that. Here, let me turn this off. Because I know there's some people in here who know how to do this, and like I said, it was not a big deal to do, and I just completely plumb forgot. So here is up at the top. There's the StreamYard link. Okay, there is a star. No. Okay, so I should be able to hit the view page source. Yeah, I can't even do that. Okay. See, there's a StreamYard link at the top of the page. Okay, so I click onto that. That's not a problem. It may be different since you're using more than one device. I have no trouble because I only have my phone. Oh, okay. Well, that could be. Yeah, but I always used to be able to do it, and for some reason it changed, and I was able to bring up a page that said copy and paste, and it ain't there no more, and I can't get it. Okay, yeah, now I'm really doing things I shouldn't be doing. Yeah, I'm not getting anything, guys. Hmm. Hmm. Nope. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having a problem. Yeah, and I kind of wanted to practice tonight on it, but for some reason, it's just not letting me. Let me go back to invite again because I can copy and paste and invite. That's not a problem. But guests can stream this to their own destinations. Copy. So it's copied. Okay. So the link is copied. Now I go over to where I'm at, and when I hit post a comment, nothing comes up. Translate, save as, print, cast, forward. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I guess I'm a failure at this part. I'm reading all your guys' stuff, and maybe I'm reading it, but you should be able to bring up the chat in the post and the comment. Yeah, like I said, Randall, I don't know why I'm having such a problem with this. I mean, it was the easiest thing to do. Okay, and what is that? Okay, that's not it. Yeah, like I said, Randall, I thought, well, while I was up here when I was kind of done with the stream, I'd kind of come up here and practice if I could get it, if I can get it to, if I can get it. But I'm not seeing anything that says copy and paste. I go at the top of the search bar and it says StreamYard. There is the link to the stream, and when I click onto it, I don't know how you get it to copy and paste. That's the problem. I'm not getting it to. Oh wow. So it's lit up blue, but the minute I come down here to post a comment, it goes away. I don't know. Yeah, no, I know that, Edward. No, no, I know that, Eric. Edward. I just thought, well, when I was up here, because for some unknown reason, everything's different. Because there's been a few times in the streams where I couldn't invite anybody up because this has had all changed on me. And like I said, it was super easy to do. And I just not understanding why it's such an issue to do. It should be the easiest thing to do. And it's not. It's become a problem. And because I like to invite people up. Um, but I guess that's not going to happen. So I thought, well, why I'm up live? I thought, well, because that's the only way you can do it is when you're up live. Okay, cast, print, save as, uh, back, reload, translating. Yeah, see, there's nothing on here that says copy and paste. Uh, all right. All right, everybody. I am going to say good night because now I did something I can't get out of. So, okay, everybody. I'm going to say good night to everybody, and I appreciate everybody coming. And I'm sorry. I was just trying to see if I could do it, but obviously I'm having a problem. So I'm gonna have to figure this out. Let me see here. One comment. Okay. It says good night, Daryl. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Like I said, the only way I can do this is do it is do it live, and the problem is they're just having a problem. Thank you, everybody, for coming in tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. Thank you, Derek. Let me see here. I'm going to see if I can. No, it's not that. Hmm. Let's see here. What's present? Nope. John Benicki kept me up way past my bedtime. Sorry, brother. I guess I'm going to need professional help with this because this ain't happening. Yep. All right, everybody. I'm gone. Good night, everybody.